Hello YouTube, welcome back to part, I think it might be 11, 12, no I think it's 11, part 11 of Hogwarts Legacy. I think we're up to the third trial, so we'll push to get this done, and mainly just get the story done, and then we may do mop-up later on down the road, and I'll put that in at the end, but let's see if we can get the third trial completed. So, let's get started. Lemongrass. Alright. I'll let that cool a bit. Thank you for threat detection. I've got so many quests to catch up on. But I'll have one more at 3. Anyway. Actually, before I start, I want to sneak in. I want to see if I can sneak into the headmaster's office. Let me quickly go see how to do that. Let's see. How to get in the headmaster's office, the tallest place in Hogwarts. How do we do it? Let's go and see if we can sneak in during Christmas. Okay. So I think we actually... Oh, that lemongrass is really strong, isn't it? Smells like grass, beef. Oh, look, Christmas trees. It's Christmas time. I've been watching a lot of South Park at the moment. A lot of South Park references you might hear. Nope. Actually, I thought there was another way to break in. But if I'm... Dang. Right, so it is actually...
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends.
Ooh.
I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
Mr. Bickles. Okay.
I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
Go ahead, do the email. Alright. Right to your room. Take me there.
Aloha Mora.
Ooh, we're getting in. Gonna hack into this thing. There we go. Still got 2 hours. Good time. There we go. Very secure for a headmaster's office.
Aloha Mora.
Check these places out. Open it automatically. That's the way Hello Mora works.
Revelio.
Oh.
Protego.
Just put gear in. Give us more gear slots. Come on. Sun hat. I'm exploring. Really? He complained about gear slots and then he just gives me money.
Revelio.
It must be above me. Yeah.
Aloha Mora.
Oh, we break into everybody's stuff.
Revelio.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to go through. Destroy the blues, then anything that's not orange. Oh. Yep, there's plenty there.
Revelio.
Yep.
Lumos.
Get away.
Levioso.
Okay. Okay. So almost there.
Revelio.
E of attendance. I'm going to have to look up.
Lumos.
Come with me, little butter, little moth. We have places to go. Oh, hang on, I'm being called. I'll be back in a second. Sorry about the wait. Probably listen to the bird. The moth, fluttering around. Give me that page. Okay. So where's it says this is from? Okay. I think this is the one we're doing. Okay, so we might actually have the headmaster's office unlocked soon. Alright. So we've almost got it unlocked. Sweet. Take me there. Actually, No. Before we go there, we really do need to empty our bags. Why haven't they put like a traveling vendor or something like that that actually comes to Hogwarts so you can actually drop your stuff off? Oh. Oh. Nothing good in the gloves. Nothing good in the spectacles. That apparently is a plus. Ooh. Must be a hatter. What we got? Yeah. Nothing better there. Nope. Alright. And what we'll do is I think they you gotta have the scarf on. It's cold outside. Now, I'm gonna go Hogsmeade, sell my stuff, then we're gonna go do this stuff. And may as well pick up the quest for the broomstick man.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you.
Alright. We should have enough to...
You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
I'm not worried, Mr.
Like
Weeks.
that.
I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon. I look forward to our next meeting.
Perhaps I could test out my new upgrade on the way. Pardon me, sir, but about those curious demiguise statues I've seen.
What? Who are you? Why do you ask?
They're quite clever.
Oh, thank you. A lot of craftsmanship and care went into them. I assume.
So you did create them?
Yes, I did. It was a ploy to give that pathetic oaf Moon a taste of the grief he caused me years ago. You are the one who's been pilfering them.
I am. At the request of Mr. Moon, I received your owl on your stationery.
Ah, well, fitting Moon would enlist a student. Too cowardly to do it himself. Huh, hasn't changed a bit. Even when we were at school, he was a cowardly bully. Gave me a horrible nickname, which I shan't repeat. I was thrilled when we left school and he seemed gone for good. Then I started seeing him around Hogsmeade. It was too much. Even if I do take satisfaction in that his life's destiny was to be a lowly caretaker.
Really? You're gonna pick on the caretaker? Man.
Mr. Moon does a good deal for the school, and he's taught me a lot. He's terrified of those statues.
I know. You should have seen his face when that boggart appeared. Oh, priceless. That's when I knew what I needed to do. I simply didn't want to encounter him anymore. So, I shrewdly put a boggart in his path to learn his greatest fear. I then created the demiguise statues to keep him in his place, so to speak. The moons were an inspired play on his name. It worked brilliantly, until you started clearing them out.
The statues are a form of bullying. You're no better than him. Perhaps it's time you both moved on.
Fair point, I suppose. If they've terrified him, as you say, he may have learned his lesson.
Okay.
That school would be better run by a Dirical than the likes of Phineas Nigella's Black.
I'm talking about the education system. Interesting.
Protego!
Yeah, actually, see, why can't you mount your broom in the middle of Hogsmeade? You have to try and run out. Like, I'm sure people would be allowed. Oh god. I'm out of Hogsmeade.
Protego!
Now, let's take a ride on this. I don't see a speed increase at all. It's the same. Ooh! Got the drop. So if you are watching on Steam, stream, well. Yeah. Oh, I gotta get a map chamber. There we go. Yes, I have much power. Hello.
Welcome back.
Talk.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Great, not gonna help me get in.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
I've always said that.
Alright, we'll go see Poppy in the Forbidden Forest. Oh, hang on. There we go. Apologies potion. Ooh. I think we're nearby.
Revelio.
Oh, hang on. Ah!
Aloha Mora.
Just open the door.
Revelio.
Alchemy class. Ah. I have already done that. Okay. Interesting. Yo.
That life is behind me. I promise. Come now, Annabelle. It was a long time ago.
Still trying to kill him. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yes, I know you're very happy, guards. Do, 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 do. Everyone's like running around standard rows on this gilded thing. People be like, he's always up to something. I like how it gives that second, like, to help it load. And we can go downstairs and get that quest a little bit later on. Not so many. We haven't got time.
Revelio.
Big. Just bust in.
Now here. Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the portkey. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, It's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the Ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
Oh. Here we go. I'm Professor. I'm Headmaster Black.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Wow. I'm the
Professor,
headmaster.
a moment of your time. Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply
Cloak and
have
dagger?
a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
To determine which student gets it.
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the Ministry.
What could the headmaster want?
Gareth! Mr. Weasley, what are you doing here? Don't you have, somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor, yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago, muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you,
Grace.
Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
What? But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
That's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
Well, there's one for my diary.
He keeps a diary. Oh, we've got to find that. Alright, let's go.
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
Headmaster, here, what could he want?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way
yes.
outside.
Taking the day off, eh? typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's. Greetings!
Something is very wrong.
Professor, a word? Professor Black? Again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a...
When I witness what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding world.
You can't use it while you're in...
The headmaster. It's not about anything I've been doing.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the headmaster. I'm dreading.
That's a bastion.
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't.
Professor.
Oh, this is bad. No.
Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business.
My God.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
Wow.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never...
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Wait until Master sees what a...
Ahem. Attention, students. I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the noble banners of Gryffindor. I shall be taking no questions at this time, or ever.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
It's purebloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Ah, yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
Oh.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
Run!
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the god.
Alright, trophy room. And know where the gargoyle is. We need to loot the office and empty it. Go break in. Go break into an office. I'm surprised no teacher or anyone has discovered me up here.
Revelio. The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password.
Yep.
Toujours pure.
Oh wow. Oh, let me up. Let's go. Breaking and entering.
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
Sleeping portraits.
Revelio.
The sorting hat. That's awesome. We're gonna unlock.
Hello, Hamora.
While we're here, we're unlocking everything. Show me your ways.
Revelio.
We're in his bedroom. We can little potions. Hang on.
Revelio.
In there. Or is it outside? It's up there. It must be outside.
Revelio.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? Revelio.
I'm gonna search. Pensive.
Aloha Mora.
Oh, we're hacking it from the other side. So you can get in.
Revelio. Aloha Mora.
So you can hack your way in.
Revelio.
I don't know what I'm looking here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll go check up there in a minute. It's pointing up. Does it go further up? Oh no. Don't want to go there.
Revelio.
It's like there's a room above this one.
Revelio. That must be the pedestal.
I don't see any other way up. Just looking around. Can I get one?
Revelio.
What? Okay, that's a bit bugged. Okay, we'll have to explore this.
Revelio.
It's a room above us. Right. Don't know how to get there. Let's just continue. Use the ball. Okay.
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me.
Okay.
The first you will need is a cloak. In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
What the hell? Oh, this is getting dark. Run!
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
Goddamn.
They're gone. For now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? I need to time this just right.
Do.
I see. A staircase straight ahead.
Look away, you. Oh, got another drop. I gotta claim that.
A ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there. I'd best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
See you looking there, Death. Go away. Alright. Moving up. Now, you move on. Yep, thank you. You don't need to find a way past them, you need to time yourself.
Nothing this way, but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. That doorway looks like the only safe way forward.
Hide and seek, hide and seek.
Now's my chance.
Run. Like, they can freaking hear me unless I'm monologuing in my head.
That's the way forward.
Use a mysterious cloak. You mean the invisibility cloak?
I think I'm invisible.
You can't see me.
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them.
Yeah.
This is the way forward. Finally free.
We're gonna be doing like all
Where
three
are you, Neve?
Deathly Hallows. Run. I don't even have my glasses on.
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you.
Oh.
Do not squander its extraordinary power.
So it is the Deathly Hallows. Interesting. Let's do this. Deathly Hallows turn. Also drop magic.
I've never felt such power.
Bombarder.
Oh, yes. Hey, boom.
Depulsor. Descendo. Defendo. Depulsor. Descendo.
Hey, Timber. Hey, Timber. I saw that come through. Hope you're enjoying this. This has ended up in some lovely activities. What other spells do I have? Oh. He's disabled, so we're just gonna barrel through it.
Bombarder.
What? There we go.
Depulsor. Descendo. Defendo. Bombarder. Descendo. Defendo. Bombarder. Depulsor. Descendo. Defendo. Descendo. Bombarder.
Depulso, Descendo, Defendo, Bombarda, Depulso, Descendo, Defendo, Bombarda, Depulso, Descendo, Defendo, Bombarda.
Good. Yeah, man, looking good. I'm liking this whole. I've got the Elder one. I think I'm going to go through the Deathly Hallows, which is pretty cool. Hello. Wing wheel potions. Yeah, I just blew all them guys away. She's like, now you won't be able to hide, but I've got a freaking cannon. Oh, this is bad.
Bombarda. Depulso, Descendo. Defendo, Bombarda. Depulso, Descendo. Bombarda. Depulso, Descendo. Depulso. Depulso, Descendo. Bombarda. Depulso, Descendo. Defendo. Depulso. Descendo. Defendo. Depulso. Depulso. Bombarda.
Come on, come on.
Descendo.
Give me everything.
Depulso. Bombarda. Depulso. Bombarda.
Woo!
Depulso. Descendo. Descendo. Defendo. Depulso. Bombarda. Descendo. Bombarda. Revelio. Descendo. Defendo. Bombarda. Depulso. Descendo. Bombarda.
Woo! Getting me a workout. Yeah. Hope you're enjoying running through this, bashing some people up. Alright. Cannon time over now. It's, I think, Resurrection Stone, if they're gonna do it. Run!
A simple stone. This must be for me.
Resurrection Stone. What are we using it for?
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
She's gone. Neve's dead.
Dear, sweet Neve.
Neve?
Dead.
Let us always honor her memory.
May her memory be a treasure to us forever.
Oh, there you are, Death. Bring it. Oh, I got the Resurrection Stone. This is some weird stuff.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
Yep, I understand that. Let's go.
But there's no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
So she hid the pensive in the book. Clever. Now, we're gonna get it in color. Let's see. We're getting the color. Okay.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands.
You saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it.
Oh.
I choose to embrace it.
That's not good.
Revelio.
Not gonna get my loots. I'll gotta find out how to get those loots then. Okay, so there's only one more person to do. How much time? Oh yeah. We can break back into that place.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed, was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
See what happens, kid, when you start doing magical drugs?
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power, and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, The knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration.
Further consideration?
I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
Right.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Damn, he's drunk. Alright, let's go. It's 14, and we've done 9. So we're getting there. I want to go back to the trophy room because I want to go and hunt down what's in his.
I shouldn't have reacted so bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize. I hope we can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast. We can search for the final canvas piece.
Oh. Alright.
Revelio.
I think this is wet. Alright. So that's that.
Revelio.
Not in here, is it? No. Alright, let's keep running around, having a look. Checking all the rooms. Not missing a single thing. That is open. Oh! Here we go. Climb up, climb up, climb higher.
Revelio.
The highest point in the tower, and we get a book. There we go. Do 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 do. Do do do. Alright. I'm gonna teleport now to my room for requirement. See what I've unlocked, and then we're gonna hunt down this next quest. Hello, my house elf. Wish that was. Yeah. I like winter gloves. Oh yeah, I got talents to spend. I got 2 points. What's this? Enemies stuck with stupid fire remain stunned for a longer period of time? Dark arts. Alright. Eventually we'll make our spells a bit more. What's that? Alright, where are we off to now? Although I will do Sebastian's one. Is that Sebastian? Ah, that's where we learn Bombarda. Ah. Alright, we'll go as far south as we can. Which is that, which we might cut in and grab that, and grab that. I think we got the. Let's have a look at the map. So I'm going to cut across and then bang, 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 bang. Okay. And cut across the sound.
Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
What is it? What's wrong?
Goblins! That's what. Ranrock's lot. Nasty creatures. Ambushed me, they did. Nothing's safe anymore.
Ambush.
I need a little something. Something to protect me if I run into them again. Maxima potion. That would do it.
Yeah, here you go.
You're right. The world's not safe at the moment. It's best to take precautions. Here, use it wisely.
Oh, I will. You can be sure of that. Ranrock's lot won't take me down. And I've you to thank. Please, accept this gift in exchange for your help.
Yeah. All right. Might pop these balloons while I'm here. Man, it would be cool. Yeah, I know. I don't know why it's so quiet. Sebastian, speak up. Oh, I gotta get the frozen spell. Okay, so we can't go there. Yep. But we can.
One less shoot.
Hey.
Miss me. Oh, get nice track here.
Expelliarmus.
Don't mind me, gents. I am just passing through. A weary traveler. Damn. I seriously cannot jump through it. Looks like I'm going through.
Hit him. No, do
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Protego. Stupefy. Revelio.
Alright.
What an unfortunate
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Depulso.
Are you quite
Levioso.
But this is sad. Really, it is.
Confringo.
I won't rest.
Levioso. Depulso.
I'm coming through.
Confringo. Depulso. Levioso.
Here we go.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Man, there are so many drops happening right now. You should be watching if you got this game.
Revelio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Depulso. Levioso. Expelliarmus.
Alright, let's roll up.
Confringo.
Depulso. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Confringo.
I will make you pay.
Depulso.
You won't.
Expelliarmus.
Pitiful display.
Confringo. Levioso.
Put me down.
You've
All
one
right.
less follower, Ranrock.
Actually, not dealing with anything fire related. Bombarda.
Revelio.
Here. Ah, isn't the sea air refreshing?
Money. Nice coming through as we just launched our way through it. Yep. This is actually a really big game.
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
Tomb of Treachery. Alright.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
Have a look at the map. We might collect these along the way. Oh.
This looks like trouble.
Stay up.
Don't you dare quack, Rob. Yeah.
Come to think of it, months ago I had your throat.
There we go. Yeah, we'll continue. Maybe we might find a town.
Protego! Confringo! So Incendio! Was that meant to be an attack of some Incendio?
Incendio. Oh, well, that's not a kilometer, so keep going with a couple more to pick up. Might head over to this bridge.
I found a dirical den near one of the hamlets. Made some galleons off that little find.
Place full of poachers. Hey, sick reps. Yeah, that's timber. Man, that is Timberwolf. We do hang out. But, oh, hello.
Enjoy suffering, do ya?
No, bye-bye. Oh, God. Here's some boost. We do not want to entangle with those peeps at the moment. As much as I'll run around with Bombarda, yeah, not at the moment. We'll get some balloons while we're here. Because we're fun. Yay! Feel the fun. I ride around my... Well, you ever saw the toy? The vibrating broomstick. Is this still a balloon? There is. Use the boost. Didn't know that broomsticks had afterburners. I wonder if we're gonna learn some new spells.
Nothing pleasant about this coast.
Yes. And how are you, Sick?
I received
Sick
your
reps.
owl. Thank
You're
you.
well.
I'm glad you came. I spotted droves of Ranrock's loyalists coming up from the coast. Overheard one of them say they're headed to another cavern, like the one we found. How are they still one step ahead of us? They can't know about the triptych. I don't know. I did see another memory. This time, it was a keeper named Neve Fitzgerald. She was unnerved by Isadora's use of ancient magic. But I still can't be sure how any of it connects to Ranrock. These keepers are playing games with you. You need to press them for more information. It doesn't work like that. To access each of these memories, I have to complete a trial. It's not as easy as you think. They're showing me the memories in a particular order. Either they don't trust you, or you don't care enough about Anne to ask the difficult questions.
Colombia. Wait a minute.
Of course I care, Sebastian. We've come this far. Don't let your frustration get the better of you. Fine. I'll defer to your keeper friends. For now. But I don't like it. We don't have a choice.
Wait.
Now, shall we see why the triptych led us here?
You're in Colombia, dude?
Let's go, quickly.
Wow.
Before we're spotted.
Hope it's nice. Hope there's nice weather there.
I saw some of Ranrock's crew moving off the path just ahead. I wonder why. Raiding, I imagine.
Revelio.
This mountain used to safeguard local hamlet valuables.
Yeah, man.
But it's been abandoned.
You're a bit out of the way.
Ranrock took hold of the coast.
Damn, Colombia. I mean, I'm just dealing with Bubba's teething issue. Damn. Alright. Oh. Dude.
I have a brother who works
Yeah,
for
it's
Gringo.
like, I mean, I've been to the Philippines. Philippines is fairly the same as well. Alright.
Quietly now.
Let's roll in. You know what? Gonna get up nice and personal.
Quiet. Too quiet, if you ask me.
Just keep your backs turned and just...
Who's there?
I'm not gonna make it.
It's up. Aha! There you are.
Gringo. Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa.
Expelliarmus! Lumos.
Yeah, there you go, blast.
Leviosa.
Stop!
Depulso. Bombarda.
There we go.
Revelio.
Ah, yes, I need those. And give me that money here. Look at these freaking dudes. Look at Harry Potter technology. Alright. I've been seen. Let's roll in.
Thestrals overhead. Some consider them a bad omen.
Not everyone does.
I know that.
All right.
I'm making small talk. I'm not going to trek up this mountain in silence.
So we took out the outpost. Ah.
Revelio. Confringo.
Let's go do some star seeing, and then we'll travel, continue up the switchbacks. Hello. Okay, let's go. There we go. Ooh. Kane's made. Gotta do some star seeing. Yeah, it's a bit like, yeah, I think Timber would know that. That's a bit like the Philippines.
You trespass.
There they are. Let's go.
Wait, we should have some sort of plan.
I'm through planning.
Oh, that's it.
Expelliarmus.
Give me Bombarda. I want to blow through these guys.
Bombarda. Leviosa. Bombarda.
Oh, little moonka, how nice and pity. Just you wait till I'm on solid ground.
Easily.
I'm a goblin, not a
Expelliarmus. Leviosa. Depulso. Lumos.
Get away with that.
Leviosa. Expelliarmus. Bombarda.
Oh, almost 50.
They got what they deserved.
What were you thinking?
Damn,
I was thinking about dead goblins.
It could have got us killed.
But I
Thinking
didn't.
about dead goblins. What are you thinking?
Looks like Branrock's loyalists were heading further up the path.
Revelio. Let's keep
I'm looking
going.
for loot. Give me all your loot.
Leviosa. Accio. Lumos.
Lumos.
Revelio.
Clear him out. Ooh. I gotta change it back over to Confringo. I should put that down. So I always have.
Confringo. Lumos.
Alright, we're doing the exploration.
Revelio.
Yeah. Damn. break in.
Ramrock's gonna make
Revelio.
everyone pay.
Anything made from goblin silver belongs to us. Whether it's a sword or a repository, whatever that is.
Did you hear that, Goblin?
Ridiculous notions of ownership.
Yep. Let's go, Sebastian. Looks like you got your,
Such arrogance.
Bombarda. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Levioso.
Ouch!
I'm tired.
Depulso. Revelio.
Yeah, we're not sneaking around anymore.
Bombarda.
Oh, hello.
Lumos.
Lumos.
Revelio.
These chickens and dear residents. Oh, yes, I'm gonna take the loot. Man.
Lumos.
Lumos.
Gonna barrel through. We got how much more time? Oh yeah, it was. Oh, we got a bit.
I agree.
Revelio.
The wizard's a dead wizard. Ranrock's got that right. And I'll be
Bombarda.
Levioso.
Expelliarmus. Depulso.
Kill spells glance off of me.
Expelliarmus. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Depulso.
This must be it.
Boom.
Sebastian, wait.
Wait. For what? Why are you suddenly so cautious?
Listen to me. I know you're angry and frustrated, but charging ahead now could undo all the progress we've made. Lord Gok said...
Oh, your goblin friend?
Stop it. That's enough. Not all goblins are like Ranrock. I am not the enemy. We want the same thing. To find answers.
I thought we wanted the same thing.
We do. Listen to me. Lord Gok has insights into Ranrock that we don't. He told me that Ranrock somehow knows about the Keepers and is searching anywhere connected to each of them. That's why they always seem to be one step ahead. I know what I'm doing. You need to trust me, or I don't see that we can continue together.
Oh no.
Fine. Fine. I'm sorry. I'm letting my emotions get the better of me. And I have been for a while. I do trust you. And I don't think I can help Anne without you.
Good. Ranrock clearly knows more than we thought.
See,
we need to be
smack him
careful
around a
and
bit.
do this right, not just go charging in. We have our work cut out for us. We need to work together if we're going to find the final piece to the triptych.
Ah.
Agreed.
Revelio.
And we need to loot as much as possible. Because we need the loot.
Revelio.
No one else. Let's go back in. Charging in. Can we get this done in 15 minutes? Let's see. Let's go.
So far, so good.
Charming.
Revelio.
Spiders. How fitting.
Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Revelio.
I think the spiders things go quite a bit.
Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Depulso. Levioso.
Pretty much. This is normal.
Expelliarmus.
Come on, give me Bombarda. You.
Expelliarmus. Bombarda.
Oh, hello.
Depulso. Levioso.
Oh, I want to run.
Bombarda. Confringo.
Burn.
Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Depulso. Confringo. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Bombarda.
Wow, we need to be a lot bigger here. I got no idea what happened there. Weird. Anyway, let's continue on to the unknown.
Revelio.
Imps. Petals. Ah, that's it. Turn that to that, and we might do change it up to fire.
Confringo. Revelio. Depulso. Confringo.
Burn everything.
One nudge and that chest might have fallen.
Oh, I think 3 nudges at least.
3 nudges at least. Alright. So, run back down. Oh, hello. There we go. You're freaking.
These spiders are determined to make a meal of us.
I'm sure we taste better than a goblin dinner.
Yeah. Let me get the money. Come on, Sebastian. Yeah, I see you.
Confringo. Expelliarmus.
There you go. Ah, yeah.
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Depulso. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Depulso. Protego. Stupid one.
Annoying little beasts, aren't they?
Actually, anything that we can reveal?
Revelio.
What the hell? Might put me out of his misery.
Confringo.
That's a person. This is Australia. We spiders eat people.
Revelio.
You know, just stretch.
A staircase leading here. Whatever for?
I don't think anyone's been here for ages.
Staircase. Does
Confringo.
Biddles, go away. Spiders.
Revelio.
Oh yeah. Look. Bones. Yeah, I see yous.
Look at this place.
Confringo.
Not really my style. A bit much, if you ask me.
Expelliarmus. Depulso. Confringo. Protego. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Levioso. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Levioso. Depulso. Levioso. Confringo. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Depulso. Levioso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Depulso.
You stay there.
Confringo. Getting through the cavern can't
Yeah,
be
he's
the
dead.
challenge. Perhaps we should search for runes. Revelio.
Yeah, I think we should search for runes.
Confringo.
We've seen rune symbols like these before. Is finding these chests luck or instinct?
Revelio.
Ooh, hello. Now we're all good on health. Alright, we'll get this done and then we'll call the recording. I saw some of these spider things. Frickin' spiders!
Confringo.
Can't get out of here quick enough.
Hello.
Revelio.
When there's a lot of patients around, you know it's a bad thing. Yeah. Oh, fantastic. I think I need Bombarda. Maybe not. I don't know.
Troll. Confringo.
Actually. Fringo. No, actually, I want Expelliarmus.
Accio!
I didn't want Accio!
Confringo! Depulso! Expelliarmus! Levioso!
Line me out.
Revelio.
Hang on, we got a claim.
Depulso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Depulso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Accio. Lumo.
Alright.
Confringo. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Confringo. Depulso.
Oh!
Confringo. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus. Depulso. Potato. Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Depulso. Stupefy. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Potato.
Nice teamwork.
Nothing like an angry troll to bring friends together.
Oh, they didn't get the challenge? No.
Revelio. Confringo.
Ooh. Give me some free money.
Revelio.
Oh, certainly made a mess of things. Debris everywhere.
Reparo.
Yes, magic. Repair everything. Aha.
That was a piece of work.
More than one. Revelio.
I'll grab some privilege. And we shall run around as APs. I don't see no dangers here. Ooh, you can read that as you will.
Did you find something?
A journal entry. Isadora was here. Levioso. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Nothing else down there? Nope. Alright. Oh. I have a look up here. Take some money. Everything's expensive.
I'm out of breath after all of those stairs. But the view, well worth it.
Accio.
Nice work. Your skills never cease to surprise me. Well, you tried. That counts for something.
Lumos.
Oh, really? Ah, well. Bats.
Revelio.
Another barrier. We can blast those, I'm certain.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain too.
Good news?
This journal entry sounds worrisome.
Destroy that. Go through. Check all the rings. And you got good stuff. Oh, no, that's alright. Alright. Piece of grain.
This can't be. Almost as good as if I'd done it myself.
Revelio. Confringo.
Ooh, get the loot. Alright, get up there.
Revelio. This place can't have belonged to only Isadora.
But the triptych pointed us here.
Well, that's not how you do that. I think I gotta shoot over.
Revelio. Revelio.
Ooh, gotta get the bag.
Another rune symbol. Feel as if I should be fluent in runic language by now.
Where's the other one? Ah.
Confringo.
There we go.
Revelio.
Could this be another area Isadora created?
Isadora must have honed her skill with ancient magic here.
Looking.
The final canvas piece to the triptych. We've done it.
Isadora should not have had to keep all this secret.
I know from the memories I've seen that the Keepers in Isadora didn't see eye to eye on the use of ancient magic. But I don't understand why she seems to have gone to such great lengths to tell her story without their knowledge.
I wish you could see one of her memories.
So do I.
Perhaps completing the triptych will shed more light on all of this.
Revelio.
Nothing left here. Oh, something left. Don't want to leave that behind. Isadora's
I know from
journal.
the memories I've seen that the Keepers in Isadora didn't see eye to eye on the use of ancient magic.
I wish you could see one of her memories.
To the undercroft. I think that'd be about it, guys.
I cannot believe the journey this triptych took us on.
Yep. There we go.
This is it.
Don't keep me in suspense. Go on, place it.
There we go. Where is it?
Huh.
Another pensive.
This is what we've been chasing.
I wonder.
What is it?
Let's find out.
I cannot bring my brother back, Father. But I can give you peace. Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Not always a good thing to do.
Isadora. What have you done?
I took his pain.
Thank you.
That worked?
It did indeed.
Of course it did. It's goblin silver.
I need something much bigger.
All right. It would help if you could tell me more about what it is you're storing.
Magic. Left over from a spell I devised to remove pain, but if used correctly, its power can be used to do even more good.
Why would you want to store such magic away?
I only need to keep it safe until I can convince my colleagues of its worth. Magic like this unnerves some.
Well, everyone's ready to wield such power.
Perhaps not. Someone will be.
She took away the pain. I knew it. I knew there was a way to help Anne.
Something isn't right, Sebastian.
What do you mean? You saw what she did.
No, not the memories, the portrait. I think the reason Isadora hasn't appeared is because she can't.
I don't follow.
We have seen that view before. The abandoned home in Felcroft, the destroyed painting, it was her.
So someone destroyed a bit of enchanted canvas, but we found the memory.
Yes, you're right.
We saw what she wanted us to see. We saw what she could do, what you can do.
But I don't know how to do what Isadora did.
Well, then you shall learn. The Keepers can teach you.
I'm not sure that they would. The Keepers believe that removing someone's ability to feel pain, it's a highly complicated, unpredictable form of magic. One that should be wielded with great care. If at all.
If at all? You've overcome all of their challenges. You've more than proven yourself. You can wield it. You have the ability. Please, talk to the Keepers. If not for me, then for Anne.
Well, brother, I got your back, Sebastian. Hell yeah.
Why did the Keepers want to keep Isadora quiet? Why why destroy her portrait?
Alright. We're going to leave it here as kick-ass. And yeah, hopefully we'll be back on Sunday. I might see if I can fit in another quest. I mean, not quest, but another stream. Oh, log on. Yeah, sometimes it does this.
I intend to destroy it. I'm tired of trying to reason with him. You're welcome to join me, but if I don't see you there, I will reach out when I return. I have something to give.
I think he's gonna bite the dust. Anyway, guys,
Lodgott's getting himself into more danger than he realizes. I'd better find him.
Anyway, jeez, the game's not giving me a chance. Thanks you two for watching. We're gonna leave it here, and we're gonna jump into. I'll see if I can get some more done. If not, it'll probably be Stellaris on the weekend, and maybe see if we can fit something else in. Other than that, guys, I'm gonna bid you farewell, and I'm gonna go relax, maybe get some sleep. So I will catch all of yous in the next video.